is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition.
It confirms it for you then. Fair enough.
Yes, should be plenty of... I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Do you think he wrote the books and will be released post-mortem to avoid public outrage? It's possible. I've heard that before, actually, I think. It's definitely possible.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer, Anais Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
If I'd realized this was a formal visit, I'd have worn my fancy killing clothes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes, she is.
Oh, you know clandestine sorts like Marisol. Always so slow to warm. I am an unredacted file. If you have any questions, ask away.
How do you know each other?
She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments.
Became a target of your own department?
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
How long have you been scaring off intruders?
3 years I've sent them packing. Corporate leeches, brainwashed drones, whatever this shoddy little bunch is now. Think any had the slightest wit how difficult it would be to pack up? No. If they did, they would realize I am here to stay.
George, for me, is like a love-hate relationship. He's a vague person in itself. Like when he said, do we know the whole history of Spartacus? What did he say there?
Well, not as much nowadays. Rather obvious there's nothing here. It's bereft of any strategic importance. All it offers is the promise of getting shot. Yet still, every now and again, someone gets a wild hair and opts wise to come calling. Suspect it's simple arrogance, really. Someone shoos them off, perhaps a mite rudely, and they take umbrage, get all prideful and huffish, and so it goes. When logic fails, flaws of character abound.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Poof. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Anti's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I really like her.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
Nice. Reporter asked a question to him about old Valerian will ever know what actually happened. And so he said, do we know the history of Sparkle? Because, right. So the things that we don't know are the Sword of the Dane, Old Gods, the Night King, who really is Blood Raven, as well Ahai. You know, there's like, I think he kind of like got to the point where there's too many things and he can't quite tie them all up. But also I think even though I myself also find it incredibly frustrating if like really important questions are left open, I hate it. At the same time, I think it adds to the value of the story if not everything is answered. Right? Even though it's really frustrating, I think it actually kind of like the mystery of some of it makes it better. Yeah. But there's certainly, yeah, you're right, there's a lot of questions that are kind of like just what the fuck, why? Alright, we're gonna go and do the other quest for Aza first here. Stabbing at shadows.
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Virgil. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Parts of the location can only be accessed by Arbiters. He likely did so to avoid the Consul's spies. There's a certain hominess to it, inasmuch as we have any particular home. Bringing our findings to Virgil will hopefully allow us to deduce something from all that we found. I only hope it dispels some of the muddiness we've encountered so far. Further complications would be most disagreeable.
Alright, so we're going to do Aza's quest first, and then Tristan. Alright, Aza and Marisol. Love-hate. Glues you to the story, and once you go really deep, you're left with questions. I guess it's genius. He's not the first one, but yeah, it definitely adds to it. A really good series that more fantasy, that it's not very historical in any way, but that is also very good with a lot of questions as well, but just really good. It's from Steven Erikson. Is it Steven Erikson? It is. The series Malazan Book of the Fallen. Anyway, alright, so what are we doing here? Dagmar. Oh, this is to find the leader of Aza's cult. Aza still lives despite the kill order. The incompetence of my so-called cultist leaves me once again humiliated and offering my humblest apologies to the consul. So she actually works for the Protectorate. Right.
Oh. Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Oh, child, I think that tram has long since cleared the station.
Yes.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
So many choices. Yes, Book of the Fallen. I only read it once and it was in German. It's like over 2 decades ago. But I remember it was awesome. And I think he didn't have all the books at the time, so I didn't actually read it to the end.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
Let's start explaining why you betrayed Aza.
Oh, she's dead already. But I might make it quick if you have a good explanation for your betrayal.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? But I must say, when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest, I knew you were the perfect candidate.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak. I see that Aza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You were always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course, and the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Azza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Dear, you really must try to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to effectively inflicting pain before eliminating a target. You'll wear yourself out.
Give in to hate.
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response. I know of no other way to act.
Alright. Season 8 of Game of Thrones be like Sansa, please don't tell anyone my true identity. Goes on to say to the one person who makes them. Yeah, they do a lot of dumb shit. It's not. But again, kind of similar with leaving mysteries, right? People like they use people doing dumb shit to keep people interested and exciting. At the same time, people do a lot of dumb shit, right? And when I think of myself, a lot of dumb shit I do. Oh, I just hadn't killed these guys yet. So don't know. Actually, it's John Targaryen. If you look at it, I mean, I think he is, right? He must be. He was pretty. From the sister and one of the princes.
Be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Oh, that's why I couldn't open this.
Ah! You're still alive! Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to. Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways.
Oh, we definitely should not let her go.
She's dead. As am I. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole of the Dawn. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
You should disband the Dawn. You don't need them and they could turn into a threat to you.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die.
Of course.
The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here.
informing the cells that the previous exalted leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
I thought I would be able to get her around to kind of like not be the leader. That's what it is. Companions. She got a new thing, right? Cause. Dani's vision of the House of the Undying. She sees Rhaegar talking about a dragon has 3 heads. There must be no more. It is genius, of course, because he is fulfilling prophecy. Both John and Dani, this is true beauty of it. That prophecy is true canon and can be interpreted both ways. You actually have fans fighting over it, over who it is. What does it mean? It is, that is genius if you basically leave, right, if you have prophecies in your series and then you leave them open so that they can be interpreted several ways, you have your fans fighting over it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a bit like, I was playing Signalis, which was a really cool game. And there was also a lot of different ways that ending could have been interpreted. And the whole game, actually. Which is really cool. This was ship. But to be honest, I like Daenerys. Trying to remember, like it's a while ago, right? This all came out, but I never liked her too much. And at the same time, John also was like too good of a person. What are we doing? Alright, let's do this one first. Right, we're gonna take Tristan. That's cool. Party upgrades. Alright. On. Alright, Tristan, you're up. That one. I'm just gonna take series, whatever it's called, House of Dragons. Haven't even watched any of that. Not interested. Will never watch it because that last season so much destroyed everything for me.
Silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late.
Cool. This must be a trap, right?
Arbiter Nebs, the words are a song to my ears. This, no doubt, is the opportunity I have long awaited. These hapless recruits arrived
Virgil's
just
not
before the
about.
invasion.
He's like to be in the
No
training
sooner had they
ground
set down
stance.
their bags
There's
than
a
their
lift that will
instructors
take
were
us
called
lower,
to the war front.
located
I read
behind
the
the
fear,
door next to
the
those
uncertainty
stairs.
in their faces. And I knew, as this outpost's primary practice target replacement technician, I alone could teach them. They see me as their leader, their arbiter. I will not fail. Should the invasion breach our defenses, I will stand proudly at the vanguard, shoot to kill, and lead them to victory.
Yeah, I'm done with the series. As like it really. Yeah, I'm done with the series at all. Like I have no wish to watch House of Dragons whatsoever. It doesn't look interesting to me at all. That last season of Game of Thrones basically killed the whole whatever comes before it. Killed it for me completely. I would probably read the books if it ever comes out, right? I'm not even sure about that. Not even sure about that. Which is quite sad, actually, right? Which is insane. Like, you know, they fucked it up so incredibly bad. I don't want to have to do anything with it at all. Yeah. Fair enough. But unfortunately, disappointment is part of life. At the same time, right? Disappointment means, in the opposite sense, that it also shows us what's really good. But there was such a big disappointment. Like, I think it was just too much. Never get over that, at least for that series. But I don't apply that to all the other stuff. But yeah, but there's other really cool things. For example, I heard last week that there will be a new Stargate series. I think with the same producers as well. Which is amazing.
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess. Hold. Do you hear movement?
Attention, Arbiter Virgil.
Stargate. New Stargate series.
The console, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation. I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location, but you must engage the Sentinels head-on to prevent our being overwhelmed. Go now.
Can I dismantle the turrets?
Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.